everybody, it's Justin here with the TV pilot review of The Flash, CW's new show. And this is centered around a scientist named Barry Allen who suffers from a freak accident on a night of a big science experiment, and he gets electrocuted and he has these super speed powers. And The Flash is a DC comic superhero, a part of the Justice League. And I really like The Flash, even though he's a little comic-y and cheesy with his outfit and his superpowers. I kind of like those characters. You know, Spider-Man's one of my favorite characters. But I was really looking forward to seeing this. I have not seen the show Arrow, but I'm looking forward to watching some of these new superhero shows that they're coming out with. You know, Arrow and Flash and Gotham coming out in September. So I'm really looking forward to watching some of these shows. And I got a chance to watch the pilot episode of The Flash, which is about 46 minutes long. And you know, right off the bat, the theme of the show is Barry Allen cannot be anywhere. He's slow, and he can't seem to get away from the bullies when he's young. He just can't seem to be there, and he just wants to get there fast. And that's what the theme of the show is. And I kind of got this feel, you know, for Spider-Man, that his powers were meant to be for him, because, you know, he's kind of slow, and he wants to be there. He could just never get there on time. And now he has these powers of speed, and now he can get there whenever he wants. The show is a little cheesy and comic-y. I felt right off the bat that it was, but I think that the character is a little comic-y and cheesy. I think the season will be a lot of fun. The scenes where Barry Allen is running really fast looks decent. You know, it's him running really fast, and you just see his face and everything is kind of a blur around him. So the scenes where he's running at the end, where he's facing the villain, where he's facing his villain Clyde Martin, aka Weather Wizard, some of the scenes were actually really well done for a television show, in my opinion. He has the ability to control the fog and the weather, so I like that villain. And you know, Flash is really fast, so he can kind of compete with that. The costume for Barry Allen, I think, was well done. Some of the side characters, you know, he's working alongside a few detectives, and the detective has a daughter, so there's kind of like that love interest there. And then he also meets some new scientists, so he's having some friends. He's getting his life back on track because his mother was murdered when he was younger, and he's still dealing with that, and his father. So, you know, he has these things that are holding him back, but he's also trying to move forward with, you know, meeting some new friends and working on some science experiments. So I think the Flash TV pilot was well done to a point, but still very cheesy and comic-y. The dialogue was pretty bad, in my opinion. Some of the narrative was a little weak, so overall I think the show can be fun. But you know, looking at how Arrow is, I haven't watched the show, but I've seen pictures and what people have thought of the show. I think it's really great. It looks kind of dark. This is a complete different turn. It's, you know, bright and comic-y and a little bit cheesy. You know, he's running really fast. He's red and yellow. And the Arrow was in the show for just a few minutes. And the dialogue between them two was the scene between Arrow and Flash, they didn't show a lot of emotion, and the dialogue was very strict, and they just didn't seem to really, you know, express any feelings towards each other. And he just, especially the Arrow, he's just very straight talking. And the Flash is kind of being introduced to his new powers and kind of curious what's going on and how Arrow is and how he is a superhero. So I'm excited to see how Arrow and Flash can kind of work out with each other, if they're going to appear on each other's shows, because they're two completely different characters. Being a regular civilian and the superhero, they're just very different. So I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to work out. So overall, the TV pilot for The Flash was fun at times, but also very cheesy and comic-y, and just not very interesting at times. So I'm going to go ahead and give the TV pilot a C for the show. I'm looking forward to still watching it and seeing if the actor for Barry Allen works into the character more and has fun with it, and, you know, has some more well-acting scenes, and if they introduce some new villains, some new characters. So we'll see how the show goes. So this is Justin Watches Movies with this TV pilot review of The Flash. Hope everyone has a great time watching the show when it's released in October, I believe, according to IMDb. I'm not up to date with a lot of shows, so I'm getting to some of these shows. So comment down below and let me know your thoughts on the review, and if you guys are looking forward to the show. Do you guys like The Flash? So this is Justin Watches Movies. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and I'll see y'all later.